Hey guys, I thought maybe we could share a little bit with each other and with our audience some of the jokes that we've given to Jerry over the years that he's passed on.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So has anybody got anything?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay.
Okay. I think cats are actually man's best friend. They are way less needy. They are clean and self-sufficient. A dog is none of those things. I think a dog is woman's best friend. Thank you for listening to my first joke. I'm Jerry Seinfeld, and I have more jokes to tell.
Huh. And he didn't want to use that.
No, he didn't.
But
said,
it does so much of the work right there.
Yeah. Well, he was like, you should use it. And I said, well, no, it says I'm Jerry Seinfeld in the joke. So
it's inappropriate.
That's not really going to work.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an interesting tactic.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Well, just to make it feel like he already has ownership over the joke when you're pitching it by putting his name in.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a good strategy, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you guys talking about? I'm just writing jokes.
The way that jokes are written.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Well, I liked that it didn't have a punchline.
I mean, I think dogs are woman's best friend.
Oh, you think that's a punchline?
Okay.
I mean, I don't think it is.
No, that is. I'm sorry. That's definitely a punchline, and I missed it the first time.
Yes.
Did you have another one?
Let's go. Let's kind of go around. Here's one. Robin. I thought, he's always like observing. So this is one. Books are weird. Just imagine the first guy ever picked up a book and he's like, what's this? A bunch of paper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jerry didn't want it.
Well, so this supposes like,
the
person who made the book.
Yeah. Who's making the book?
Has not picked up.
I can picture.
Yet.
This is
someone made the book and threw it away from themselves before they could pick it up. So then the first guy who picks it up, or are you saying a woman made the first book?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I was just thinking, some guy sees a book for the first,
It's weird. The first time he saw a book, or the first time any man has seen a book.
Right.
Yeah.
You?
Okay. It was kind of a meta joke for his set, but anyway, the joke was, I've always wanted to do political comedy, but I can't keep right and left straight.
Oh,
and
that's good. Yeah. I can't believe he passed on that.
Okay, let's have another joke from Caleb.
Okay, yes. Okay. What's the deal? That's me at a casino after sitting down to some kind of game of chance involving cards and the cards being dealt. Thank you for enjoying a joke.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
I think I know what's coming, but go ahead.
Thank you for enjoying a joke from the midpoint of my set.
Okay. Yeah.
I am still Jerry Seinfeld, big wink. And I have about as many jokes as I already told left to tell.
Wow.
Because it's the midpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they don't get longer.
He didn't want it. So.
Gabe, you didn't have
anything?
No,
that's all I've got.
Just that one.
Yeah, I just have that one.
Yeah.
It was good enough, I think, just to have one.
Here's another one from me. Hey, Thanksgiving's coming up. Does anyone else think it's weird that we have to carve turkeys? As far as I can tell, they already look like turkeys.
It's good. Yeah.
What are you carving them out of anyway?
Yeah.
A tree?
Yeah.
Some turkey tree?
I've never understood this.
The meat of another animal.
Yeah. Yeah. Getting a ham.
Well, you know where you
carve a turkey.
You know where you carve a ham.
Yeah.
You carve a turkey out of a side of beef. That's where you get a turkey.
Yeah, baby.
That's where turkeys come from.
Now I feel like a turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, you turkey.
Okay, I have one more.
Okay.
The turkey.
Have you seen this new card reading technology? Now we all have to insert the chip. What happened to sliding the card? Sliding is fun. You can almost pretend like you're not even paying for anything. I'm sliding over here. Next, I'm going to slide over there. But inserting the chip is boring and way more transactional. They should make the chip more fun. They should make it an actual chip you eat to pay for things. Yeah. That's all for me. Thank you. I've been Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh wow, that was a clue.
Shocked. I'm shocked that he passed on all three of those.
So it is weird that he didn't want to for his closer. Use a joke where he suggests that maybe you could pay for things by that you can pay for things by eating your own card.
Or just some kind of chip.
All right.
Well, that's pretty wild.
That reminds me, what's something that Jerry wrote to you in a card?
One year he gave me a card that had a picture of a globe on it, like the world.
Yeah.
And
like a globe.
Yeah, and he said, written in there, it said Happy Earth Day.
Oh.
So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like happy birthday. Go ahead.
Well, no, but it was happy. But it was happier. It was
Happy Earth Day. But it's like happy birthday. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Jerry, one time you wrote me a card and it said, "Thank you for taking care of that thing for me." So.
Yeah.
Can you share what it was? Or
no. Okay. But you took care of something and he was like, thanks.
Right.
Oh.
That's interesting.
I guess that's all I asked. So
yeah.
I don't know why I'm disappointed with him.
I don't know either.
I feel like I've taken care of things for Jerry before and not received a card.
It was kind of a big thing.
Okay. What can you tell?
I can't give specifics.
Okay.
Maybe we could think of a metaphor for it.
Okay, well, we'll come back to that.
That's fine.
Go ahead, Gabe.
No, I already told you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and, you remember when Jerry and I sold that script to Pixar. It was going to be the script for Toy Story 4.
Yep.
But like PC, cancel culture got involved because, at some point somebody complained about the fact that our script had this sort of one of the major, emotional hinge moments was the toys stealing Bonnie's dad's gun from his sock drawer. And then putting down the Slinky dog that had become rabid.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
It was like, remember Toy Story 3, how most like this was like that kind of a moment, but stupid. Anyway.
Disney should be okay with that. They've done that before. They made movies like that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the computer that wore tennis shoes.
Yeah.
The computer that wore tennis shoes?
Yeah, where they have to put Kurt Russell down.
Oh, yeah.
At the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking Old Yeller, but
okay.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
no, that's a good point. That's a good point. I hadn't even thought. I wish we had talked about this back then.
Yeah, you could have brought that up. Well, you made Old Yeller, so why can't you make
Why can't we do this?
And that's one reason I'm like, they should be able to make a lot of stuff. I mean, they made freaking Song of the South.
Yeah, they should be able to do pretty much whatever they want, track record wise. But anyway, they had turned us down, and so we kind of, Jerry sent me, some expired Cadbury's eggs, and then a card that said, YOLO.
Why did okay?
Well, he just knows that that's an important
it's good
phrase.
No, I mean,
I was going to ask about the expired eggs.
Yeah, I
still taste good though.
Well, I'm fine with it. They've like developed that bloom
on
the outside.
Chalky.
But I'm okay with it. And it's the kind of chocolate Jerry usually sends me. So
yeah.
Season 2, episode 9, The Deal. Everybody loves Seinfeld. Loves Seinfeld. George, Jerry, Kramer, and Elaine with Gabe, Caleb, and Josh. Welcome to Everybody Loves Seinfeld. That's 1S, the podcast about Seinfeld for Seinfeld. Hi, Jerry. I'm your host, Josh, and any kind of growth really irritates me. I'm joined by Caleb.
Hi, Jerry.
And Gabe.
Hi, Jerry.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hey,
Hi,
guys,
how's it going, Josh?
You two guys.
You
Hey,
two guys.
everybody.
I mean.
Us.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
you
you
guys.
guys, both of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
You guys are doing well?
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay, let's do Seinfeld news. This last week, Jerry Seinfeld went to Dave & Buster's to mourn the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth. Sometimes this place is the only place that can cheer me up, he said as he sat in the cockpit of the Top Gun Maverick game and repeatedly and intentionally smashed his jet into the ground. This isn't really making me feel any better, he said as the ground came rushing up to meet him yet again. This sucks, Jerry said as he refilled his power card at his self-service kiosk at Dave & Buster's. That is Seinfeld news.
Wow.
So did he submit that to you or?
No. I was just online, and this is in my,
So is
This
this
is
like
on like your RSS feed.
This is AP news.
just came on over the wire? Really?
BBC.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But is the byline Jerry Seinfeld or?
Oh, no, I guess it was just a reporter who was hanging out at Dave & Buster's.
Wow. There's
Happened
some
to
really
catch Jerry there.
interesting journalistic approaches happening these days.
You gotta go to where the news is, man.
Yeah, that's
It does.
crazy.
It seems
But
like clickbait has gone off
Yeah.
the rails.
To write it from the first person perspective is really
Well, they're just
to
Hold
say
on.
that you are someone who you're not.
it's not written from a first person perspective.
Oh, okay.
It's written as for somebody listening to, like, talking to him while he's
Listening to Jerry's
Yeah.
inner thoughts.
well, no,
he's thinking
no, these
it.
are quotes. They got quotes.
Really?
It's what it says on his
Look.
computer.
Right here.
That's
There's an open quotation and an end quotation. Sorry for the listener, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Well,
can see
and
it
the
right
viewer. The viewer can't even see
there.
it.
Well, the viewer
either.
can't see it either,
Yeah.
but they can't even see the listener can't even see that I'm pointing at my computer.
Well, anyway,
Okay.
that's fascinating.
Yeah. So it's time to get to our first real segment. What's new, man? With you guys.
What's new? What's new? What's new with you guys?
Gabe, what's new with you?
I finally got a letter back from Michael Richards.
Oh, wow.
I finally got a letter back from Michael Richards, and I was really excited,
Oh, man.
and then I was really disappointed. And I'll see if you guys can tell why I would be disappointed. So it says, Gabe, initially I had decided to simply ignore the letters that you have been sending me in hopes that they would eventually cease arriving. However, this tack appears to have failed. The number of letters that you have already sent to me is truly staggering, and the number seems to be increasing daily at an exponential rate. As a result, I find myself with no other options. I'm reaching out to ask you to please stop sending letters. Yes, my name is Michael Richards, and I do reside in Los Angeles County, but I must inform you that whoever told you that I am the actor known for portraying Kramer in the sitcom Seinfeld is mistaken. If the letters don't stop, I will have no other choice than to take legal action. I'm a successful dentist to the stars, and I retain excellent legal counsel, and I have incredibly deep pockets, if you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean deep pockets in the sense that I have a lot of cash to throw around. My pants have normal pockets. Please don't send more letters inquiring after the literal depth of my pants pockets. Michael Richards, DDS. And then he added a postscript. I will not be returning the compact disc containing the selection of 5 episodes from your Seinfeld podcasts. My pet parakeets have found your show to be an effective copulation soundtrack and peck at my little fingers whenever I try to retrieve the disc. So,
He has little fingers.
yeah, admittedly. So,
I wonder if that's
Takes a big
helpful
man.
as a dentist or not.
yeah,
It takes a big man
Mhm.
to
to
admit.
admit that he has little fingers.
Mhm. Tiny little fingers.
Yeah.
So I kind of was on a letter writing campaign
Yeah.
Wow.
over the last couple months, and I guess I had the wrong
Michael
guy.
Richards.
The wrong guy.
Is this
Yeah.
something we've talked about before? I have a vague.
Did you mention it before?
No, I
No.
don't think so.
Okay.
I feel like I've been keeping this on the
Okay.
DL. I was going to, when I finally got a response, it was
Yeah.
going to be a big moment. But I think this just kind of adds to it so that eventually when I
Right.
get
The
real
real
response.
Maybe you can
Yeah.
maybe you can send one more letter to him
Perhaps, yeah.
and say, can you send all of those letters to,
Back.
and then give him
Yeah.
and Michael
Forward
Richards.
these
Yeah,
to
forward.
Michael
Yeah,
Richards.
yeah.
I'll just send a roll of stamps too.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, come on.
Yeah.
You know, he's
Can
doing
you
me a favor.
mail stamps?
I think so.
That's gonna
I think
be-
that's actually the only
You
way
don't wanna-
that you are allowed to move them from one location to another.
You haven't, hold on, you don't
You don't
go
wanna
to a
be-
post office and then mail stamps to yourself so you can use them from home.
I just think I'm always like worried that like they're gonna get confused and be like, "Wow, this
Yeah.
is way too much postage
Caleb,
for this envelope."
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're kind of stepping on
Oh
Gabe
no, it's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
a lot.
Yes. Okay. I wanted to talk about this. Last week, I finally watched one of our episodes, and I just noticed that I was really interrupting Gabe a lot. I was stepping all over him.
I
And-
I've known you for a
and
while.
so-
It's
What I wanted to do was to help train me do this. I
Okay.
thought I would put the dog collar on,
Mhm.
and Gabe would have the remote, and he
Oh.
can just use it when he feels
Yeah.
like he needs to.
I don't feel the need to.
You don't
That's
have
okay.
to use it.
Okay.
You don't
but
have
it's
to
gonna
use
be
it,
there.
and also
It'll be
just
there.
be there.
you can just give it to me.
No,
And I'll
no,
use
no.
it.
I don't.
Well,
I like what Gabe's
I
saying.
like the idea of not being responsible. You know, if someone might feel that it's being used too frequently, or
Wait, who do you think that someone would be?
it's just certain individuals. I don't know.
I just this would help me. I think just having it
I
on.
appreciate the gesture. It's really not necessary
I
though.
just think having it on is going to help me,
Yeah,
and we'll just put the remote there. You don't have to
No, I
use
think
it
it's-
at all.
it's good, and I think
Yeah.
if you want to leave the remote here,
No, I
Kind of
think there's
closer.
Or even right
close
here.
to like.
Yeah, that's fine. I
I
mean,
think
I
it's
probably
better.
I don't have any plans to use it.
Oh, ow! It hurts. It's pokey.
yeah.
It's a little pokey.
Yeah.
Okay, so we
Okay,
got
so
this
we
on.
have put a shot collar on Caleb. Gabe has the controls.
Now, to be perfectly honest, this is not working.
I don't know why you have to ruin that illusion.
Oh, the
I wanna
collar
be honest.
doesn't have enough battery, it says.
Yes,
Oh, where does it say that?
That right there.
Oh, that's the one. that
that's
it
the
is.
collar battery. Okay, well,
well,
collar
we
doesn't
can
have
keep-
that battery, but we're gonna put this on and
Caleb's just getting
just
used to
remind
it.
Be good.
me of
He's
it.
getting used
Kind
to
of
it. Yes.
acclimating to the collar.
Yeah.
Okay. We heard what was Newman with Gabe, but we
Oh,
didn't
yes.
hear what's Newman with Caleb.
Okay, so what's Newman with me is after last week, I was reminded of the Raj Buggy song,
Oh yeah.
Paisley Territory. I was just like, I gotta listen to that song, and I had to do a lot of digging.
Mhm.
It's not on any streaming services. I had to like buy a CD from CD Baby.
Really?
You know that thing?
Yeah.
And then I had to borrow someone's burner to like get the song off of there
Wow.
and put it on here. And then this one, it has an extra element to it than the original release. And I think you'll
Interesting.
know what I'm talking about. But so let's take a listen to this.
Okay. So here
see
we
what
go.
you guys think.
And why don't you throw to the, in broadcasting, if you could
Okay,
actually just
right.
throw to the,
Okay,
know.
this is Paisley Territory by Raj Buggy.
Please come live with me in the Paisley Territory.
I'm listening.
All other designs in my mind are quite inferior to the Paisley exterior. Even the Paisley interior, on occasion the Paisley posterior. Some people call us queers, we're not queers.
I didn't think so.
In the Paisley Territory, we love women, we go courting. In the Paisley Territory, we think women are sporting.
Right.
Become subordinate to the Paisley magistrate. Obey all the laws. Revolution is a lost cause. imaginary. Why is that? That's because of the laws. Obey all of the laws. We would like to make it clear, are not queer. Who said that? In the Paisley territory, justice can be quite gory. Okay. In the Paisley territory, sacrifice your rights for national glory. I might need some more. Might need to ponder this a bit.
Impressive.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I haven't really heard it much previously.
Yeah, it's a real gem of its time, you know. And the part that I was talking about that's kind of different that's added in is did you notice that at all?
At the end.
Was it the guy at the end, or was it the just someone talking over this?
Just kind of the commentary throughout.
That wasn't part of the original.
No, it wasn't part of the original. The end part too,
Okay.
right? Wasn't part of the original. But yeah, it is sad because that guy was killed.
Oh,
Wow.
that's
Him dying.
documentary footage.
But what is that from? Is it something you
It's a-
recorded? Or
no.
Oh, okay.
No. It's one of the special tracks from the CD Baby, from the CD I got from CD Baby on the Buggies meet
No. But what's
let's get introduced to the Buggies.
Do you want to?
What's that?
I just feel like you're cutting Gabe off a lot.
Oh,
did that work?
no. I was feeling bad.
Pretty nervous that it would work.
Oh no. I was just feeling bad that that I was cutting you off.
Yeah.
Well, it's working then.
Yes,
It's working.
It's doing its job.
It's it's not actually working.
It's
but-
doing its job. So that guy, I guess, is some I guess one of their friends,
Okay.
and so they had him do commentary on it.
CD Baby, put this
No,
together.
no. Raj Buggy.
Oh, okay. Oh,
From the record, let's get introduced to the Buggies.
okay.
Classic.
Was it that straightforward? It wasn't like, let's start trying to get introduced to the Buggy.
That seems pretty.
That was before
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
before this one. Let's
They
start
just-
trying to get introduced to the Buggies.
Nowadays in the music industry, you really want to make a splash to announce yourself. But back then, they had to ease the audience in, like
Listen,
really.
You're gonna hear things that you may have never heard before, and so like let's start trying to get introduced to the Buggies was
Weird.
the first 30 seconds of every song.
It was an incredible time where you would get a record deal. They would
Yeah.
give you 4 or 5 records.
Yeah, just to.
just
Yeah. The,
just to get your first listener.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Really, yeah.
We're
that's
we're
great.
considering that we might actually start letting you think about getting to know. Just giving you the opportunity.
to know the Buggies Volume 1.
And then that's what they had to do the whole thing again
Yeah.
with volume 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's Newman with you, Josh?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. So my kids listen to audiobooks at like a really startling rate. They just rip through these things. Okay. So, we get our monthly Audible credit, and then a couple days later, they're already done and they're asking for another book. And I'm like, guys, we can't keep
Yeah.
supplying these books. They're reading like a series. They want the next thing in the series. I'm like, we just can't do it. And then they were like, we'll pay. So this is just something that I wanted to pass on to you guys. We do this. Well, first of all, we have an Audible membership. So if we have a credit, it's obviously a lower cost per credit, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But some of these books are like 20, 25, $30.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
So what I do, they go, can we buy it? I go, yeah, you can buy it. But I give them, I go and I buy 3 extra credits. Okay, that's $10 a credit.
Okay.
Yeah. I know that deal. I've seen that deal.
Yeah. So now I'm sitting on $30 worth of credits. One, 2, 3 credits.
Yep.
Okay.
And then and then they'll be like, "Can we buy this book?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go see how much it is." We go look at the price, $20. I go, "Okay, $20." So then they pay me $20,
Yep.
pocket 10.
Wow.
I'm making $30
Yeah.
off of that 9 and 11-year-old child.
Dude, that's great.
But it gets even better.
Yeah.
Because we
What?
do this
Even
thing.
sweeter.
We do this
How?
thing.
How could it possibly be
There's
better,
a
Josh?
government program
Oh yeah.
that offsets some of our education costs
Yeah.
Mhm.
that we do. So we're not paying for it at all. I'm making $60
That
From your
doesn't sound
kids.
legal.
off my. What do you mean?
That sounds like there's a problem.
A problem?
If you're getting paid, you're making.
I'm making money from my children.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Audible, anything we spend on Audible, we can just
Yeah. Right.
expense to this, this program.
To the
Right.
taxpayers.
Right.
I mean, if you want to think about it that way,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
if that's where I guess the state government is getting their money,
I guess.
Yeah. Probably
it's from the taxpayers.
I thought it was from the mob.
And
Where?
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either.
We'll bleep that.
Yeah. We're gonna bleep the hell out of that.
Gonna bleep that, guys. So anyway, that's just a little sweet little
That's a
thing I've
pretty-
got going. A little extra revenue
That's
stream.
I'm gonna have to ponder the actual ethics of it,
Mhm.
but I could see how
I'm
how
happy
that
for you.
works out. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
happy for you.
Making a little extra scratch.
A little extra
Yeah.
scratch. Those kids, they take so much money too
Oh
already.
yeah,
It's actually them just kind of offsetting
Yeah.
how much they cost already.
exactly.
Yeah. That's
Thanks
a
for
big-
being supportive, guys.
You're welcome. Actually, I
Guys-
think I
Yeah.
was a little more supportive than Gabe, but
Yeah.
Sure.
Guys, it's time for the synopsis, the meat of the episode, where we summarize this week's episode of Seinfeld.
Now it's time to summarize the episode of Seinfeld. Synopsis.
Okay, here we go on the synopsis, guys. Give us your initial thoughts.
No restrictions or guidelines. Just
I'm
free?
sorry. Did I stutter?
No. Okay.
There are restrictions and guidelines.
Oh. Okay. Good. Okay.
good. I was about to go crazy.
Yeah.
In a couplet, iambic pentameter.
Oh,
my
no, I
goodness.
can't do this.
That's it. We'll take a minute. I understand that this might require a little more. Oh, well, and one thing we can do in the meantime is we can listen to the song that you will win.
Oh yeah.
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 If-
yeah.
Yeah. So if that will help.
Yeah.
Do you think that'll help?
It's
Yeah.
not going to help me work, but
Okay.
it will give me more time until I have to
Okay.
work.
This is what's on the table. So
Okay.
you know.
So if we do the song, do the
If
thing
we
that
win,
you like,
Right. It's my favorite.
Josh's. If we do the first thoughts that Josh likes most.
Okay. So here we go.
Well, George's shirt is open wide because he don't have any job, and buttons 3 have not been eyed because George is jobless love. We all can know he can't be fired because of how unbuttoned shirt. We know he trouble now is dire. Black shirt makes red alert.
I want it. Oh man. I wish
So
I
that's
would've-
what's on the table. One of you will own that song. You can use it for whatever you want. You can sell it on the internet. Use it too. You can become an NFT.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Okay, I think I got it. Okay.
Yes.
The episode this week was rather odd, with jokes both fine and also broad.
That works for me.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Hold on. The
Dang.
episode this week was rather with
With jokes fine and also broad.
rather broad. You said.
Oh, did I say
And
no?
also-
No, I said rather odd in the first. In the
Okay,
first
you're
verse.
missing.
Am
one,
I missing one?
one foot?
Oh, man,
So that's kind of a big mistake.
that's kind of a huge
That's kind of-
mistake. That's kind of yeah. It's not working. The collar's still not working. I'm
No.
pushing the button.
Yep. If
No,
only.
It's
sorry.
not working.
Um,
What about with many jokes so fine? With many jokes fine and also broad. With many jokes fine and also broad. No.
No, that works.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's
It's not good.
it's
It's not
you
as
did
good as
make
it
a
could be.
mistake first, so I'm
Yeah,
trying to make a
okay.
perfect one.
you're gonna make a perfect one.
It's like that. Have you ever heard that Radio Lab with the kids making the pots? And they have like the classroom.
Yeah.
They split them up. One half does like 30 pots in an hour, and then
Yeah.
the other one they're just supposed to make one perfect pot.
Right.
And they had more success, more pots that were closer to perfect
Right.
from the 30 pots than.
Yes.
I mean, obviously they had more because they just had
right. They
greater
just had-
numbers, but they did a better job, is what I'm saying.
Right. It was about like shots on goal.
Yeah,
Rather than
exactly.
like, creating the one
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay.
situation.
It's called the Gretzky paradigm.
That's right.
Okay. The episode this week is good.
Oh, you cheater!
What?
Okay. First of all, that's tetrameter.
What?
Episode
What?
this week is good.
Da, 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 da.
The episode this week is good.
But that's
The episode this
what would
week
it be?
is good. That's 4 stresses.
Da,
The
da, da,
episode
da,
this
da,
week
da,
is
da,
good.
da,
Da,
da.
da.
I need one more
You
stress.
need one more. Well, you need one more foot, preferably. But I would.
Wait, what?
Dun, 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 dun. But what you
The
said was
episode
dun, dun,
this
dun,
week
dun,
is
dun, dun.
very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
that's-
Perfect. That
So
was,
this
okay.
week is
sorry,
very
that's
good.
what I had in my
Okay,
head.
so that's
Okay.
we're looking for a couplet.
With Jerry eating Tina's dang it. With Jerry eating Tina's leftover food.
Okay, okay. Gabe takes it.
Yes, awesome.
So owed.
So we waited.
Dang it.
for-
I actually feel I feel like if I freaking wanted this song.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
this one a lot. It
I
was
actually
making me
really
laugh
wanted this
hard.
I before Josh, I've kind of like paid
Pretended.
you, like pretended to want the song
Mhm.
and then been like, oh, I'm so excited I got it.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
most of the time because I have won many of the times.
Yeah.
But this one really hurts.
Yeah. Now I have Gray Rocks, or no, you have
And
Gray
it's just
Rocks.
because Gabe is
I have Naked and
And this one.
this one.
Yeah,
So-
nobody has the other one. Nobody
oh,
wants
that's
it.
okay. So Gabe as okay.
So
Okay.
all right, let's
Yeah.
keep. Let's
Okay. Well, yeah, we should definitely keep moving. Okay. So let's get into the actual summary, and I'll just kind of do a summary here.
absolutely.
Jerry plays the whore and pays the price by ending up in a relationship with a birthday obsessed lady child.
That's
That's my summary.
Wait, plays the whore?
Jerry
Okay,
plays the whore.
just-
okay. Yeah.
He's whoring and slutting around.
Yes. No. I wanted because the thing I was thinking was pays,
Oh, no.
but you're saying plays.
Plays.
Yes. Jerry's
Like,
the whore.
I mean, in some ways that works with the plot. What
It
you're
actually
saying.
does.
Right.
Because-
Right.
But
Which is one
that's
of
not
my-
what I was. I this is, as far as I'm concerned, a family show.
Our show.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
This show.
our
right.
show is
a family show
a family
about
show
Seinfeld,
about
which
Seinfeld.
is
not
just
always.
not always a family
a-
show.
a
Just a
family
quick
show.
a quick note. I would love to see the family that gathers around.
They're
flips
wireless.
on YouTube. yeah, that too.
Just switch on the wireless a couple minutes early. Let those tubes warm up.
Yeah, Dad's got his iPhone plugged into a FM transmitter so they can have the classic experience of listening to the wireless.
They put a little like crackly filter on it.
It's-
So yeah,
it's
if you
snowing
watch this
outside.
or listen to this with your family,
Yeah.
please send a photo.
Yeah,
in.
tropical lime.
We would love to see it. Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, that's really my big takeaway. I was not a fan of this episode. I found it morally
I was gonna
problematic.
Okay.
Well, so can I go to one of my notes?
I would.
So the
You don't have to
the
ask my
synopsis
permission.
is over, so it is
Free time.
free time. Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah. Thank
Okay. So okay, I'm not doing that yet. Negotiating donuts, I said.
Mm-hmm.
And it's to me when they're coming up with the rules, it's like almost seems like there should be some kind of specific relationship that provides the bounds for eating donuts.
Mm-hmm. They seem to be
Trying
attempting
to formulate
a
relationship.
how this would work.
I mean, that's what they say. You can have your cake and eat it too.
Right.
But it's just funny because your point stands morally reprehensible, but they are tangling with things. They're not lying to themselves. They're tangling with the truth that like and friendship don't go together.
I'm sorry. Can we get that?
Okay.
Bleeped? Yeah.
Sorry. That donuts and friendship don't go together.
I've decided that there's a term that I would accept other than donuts.
You don't want donuts?
It's fine. It's fine. But I think
it does mean something else.
Yeah. It's true. It means having a delicious donut.
Yeah, like a donut. Like
Okay,
eating
well,
a donut.
right.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
like
of course
enjoying
it
a donut.
does mean that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean anything other than that.
No, that's it.
Okay.
Well, you can do donuts
Yeah, that's true.
in a parking lot in
And
the
it
snow.
doesn't. I guess it
That
kind
makes it confusing.
Yeah.
it is kind of like that
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
You're not wrong.
because of that Beatles song.
Yeah, and you can also do donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
could-
Why don't we could do it?
Why
in
don't
the
we
road?
do donuts in the road?
Why don't we could do donuts in the Walmart parking lot?
That was actually that kind of I think that was one of the songs from Let's Get Introduced to the Buggies.
Oh, really?
Really? Okay, wow.
Let's start trying to get introduced. This is previous
this
record.
is
Oh,
the
this
full
is the
song.
okay.
Pre-Lennon.
What was it called? What did you say? Let's
Why don't we could do donuts in the Walmart parking lot?
Yeah, okay.
That's a buggy song.
It is.
I think so.
Okay. Yeah.
You're gonna go
I don't
dig
You-
through some crates.
You've got that CD from CD.
I do
Baby,
have the
so-
CD from
Yeah.
CD Baby.
You saw it on the track list there, maybe something.
Yeah, it said why don't we could, and then I'm just filling in the rest.
It was too
From
much
what
to
you're
read
saying.
at one time.
Yeah.
Well, it says
gonna
why
come
don't we
back.
could period.
Yeah.
But you would think that the TM on
They
Walmart
truncated it.
stands out a little bit.
Yeah. You'd think it would. But it
Like,
doesn't.
kind of catch your eye, be like, hang on, that's a special character or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, so I understand what you're saying, but I do like the fact that they're a lot of shows these days will just pretend like you can do exactly what they're talking about
Mhm.
in so many ways.
Yeah.
There's so much just whoring around,
Mhm.
sleeping around, playing the whore, paying the whore,
Right.
all that kind of stuff, but no real like kind of grappling with the intricacies of it.
Interesting. So you're saying because they are sort of punished for their
They see it to the end.
they realize that it's not George is right.
Yeah, George
says
is right.
it's not possible
Yeah.
Not possible.
to come up with your own.
And it's funny that we watched this because my wife and I actually just watched some When Harry Met Sally.
Hmm.
And that's a big thing in When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah.
Men and women cannot be friends.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that they were wearing some really 90s outfits right there at the beginning. Floral dress with the shoulders, pink t-shirt, purple button down, like pink
Yeah.
with purple on top.
Yeah.
That's the 90s.
Some
right there.
wild
That's
some
the
wild
90s.
looks.
That is 1991.
Some people think Nirvana is the 90s, but it's actually just pink with purple on top.
Oh, yeah.
It was really pretty wild. And yeah, I mean, that was a really expansive first scene, and
Yeah.
It was.
It's long.
it's like
This-
4 minutes.
This is something else I wanted to point out is that there's it's an A story
That's it.
and that's it.
Yep.
It's just an A story. There's I mean, I guess you could say that Kramer wanting to get the newspaper is
yeah.
the
Is the B
closest thing
story.
to a B story.
Yeah.
Or
I
George's
also
joblessness
Yes,
that he
yes,
mentions.
yeah.
I love when Seinfeld is talking about, like, when you can see Seinfeld skirting around the FCC
Mhm.
like regulations and
Mhm.
stuff, because it makes it's funnier.
Yeah.
When they have to do that, like, I think you could say there's like a noticeable drop in some kinds of humor
Mhm.
when it's all fair game.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Because there's something funny about that first scene. They're not they don't say anything.
Right.
They're just saying this and that.
Yeah.
And that's fun.
No.
There's some artistry to it. you know?
Euphemism is
Yeah.
is that kind of veiled euphemism is fun.
One other thing I
agree.
noticed that
Even
I
though
think
it's disgusting.
it's
Oh,
disgusting.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Vile, foul things.
Hate it.
Fornication. Okay. Sometimes the edits seem weird when it's actually just the studio audience not picking up on something.
Yeah. That's
Like,
true.
Elaine bumping into the shelf is a good edit, but it kind of seems like it falls flat
Mhm.
because the studio audience doesn't react at
Yeah.
all to it. Like, it's actually like it would make sense. It would be like if it was shot not in a studio, it would be fine. That would be a good point.
Yeah.
Well, I actually don't know if that's true. It makes sense, but it seems to be way worse because there is no reaction.
Just hoping.
It doesn't work.
somehow.
That clicking is me trying to shock Caleb.
just put an end. Does it actually?
It's like-
does it cause you some stress when he starts clicking it? Like just in case it might work.
but
Yeah.
it
Stopped.
hasn't.
Stopped.
It doesn't work. Doesn't work. It's kind of like taking on the role of like if I had morphine and a drip in it.
You're just clicking it.
like nurse.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
No,
That's
great.
all I had
Yeah.
about
Okay.
that scene.
Yeah.
It's,
Well,
it's a long one, that's for sure.
the it's long. The I think it's funny that Elaine bumps into the thing on her way out, the shelf on her way out. It seems to be played for as like we can handle this, and then she can't
Mm-hmm.
even like negotiate.
Yeah.
But that's a weird thing to draw attention
It
to.
feels like a blooper that they're like, yeah, that's actually funny. We'll just go with it.
Maybe
like it
that
really,
is-
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
Or
that's
like-
part of why it. You know,
it's
the
just a
studio
bit of
audience-
stage business that she came up with or something, but it's like, I don't know, kind of works.
Yeah.
It kind of works. Like, to me, it seems authentic.
Yeah.
It seemed authentic, which I was
Yeah.
like, I think the studio audience thought that was a mistake. And that's why there was no
Yeah.
laugh.
Yeah.
They were like, "Ooh, is everything okay?"
Yeah, yeah.
And I wanted to hear where Tina's improv was going.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I
was-
She was my favorite. Her face.
It's crazy,
I'm
man.
sorry.
Yes.
No, you're totally right.
I'm really sorry about interrupting.
It's okay. It's fine. It
Do
doesn't
you
even
guys know
work.
her name?
Nope.
I looked it up.
Edgar.
Yeah,
right.
she's in Men in Black.
Absolutely.
She is Edgar's
Egger. Your skin's hang off your
wife.
bones.
Skin's hanging off your bone, Edgar.
Hey guys.
Ask for some
Okay,
sugar
let's-
water. right?
Because Egger would ask for sugar water.
That's good.
That's
That's-
wonderful.
That's good stuff.
It's really good. It's really
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Who wrote that movie?
Barry was it
Sonnenfeld.
Barry Sonnenfeld with
Did
I don't
he
know.
write
I
it?
mean, he directed it.
He
I don't
directed
know if
it.
I don't know if he wrote.
He shot Blood Simple.
Hey,
He
Sonnenfeld.
did, and Raising Arizona.
Sonnenfeld.
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 Seinfeld.
Friggin'
Seinfeld.
close to Seinfeld.
Hey, that's what when I
Yeah.
it's
That's-
thought of a joke I was gonna say and it made me sad.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
Well, maybe
I-
there.
okay.
Hey, listen, maybe there are people out there who'd like to hear a joke that'll
Okay.
make them sad. Stop thinking about yourself.
Okay, here it goes. Sometimes when I get on our YouTube channel to look at the analytics and be disappointed, I say, time to sign in, Feld.
Seinfeld. Yeah. Oh yeah, you got to Seinfeld to the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta Seinfeld to the
Seinfeld to what?
to the YouTube account.
Oh, okay,
He goes,
yeah.
I'm gonna go look at my podcast about Seinfeld analytics. Gotta sign in, Feld.
Time to sign in, Feld.
It's very good.
Okay. So you guys don't seem so sad as just sort of.
I'm just
Like,
confused.
Yeah.
I would say resign.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a tinge of sadness to the resignation.
Yeah. I guess we'll entertain this for a little bit.
When they're shopping for a gift for
Yes.
Elaine, George asserts that a frame communicates "I care for you,"
Mm-hmm. It's fascinating.
which is wrong.
Yeah.
What does it communicate? And there's a correct answer. What does a frame as a gift to
If you just gave someone a frame.
somebody, a friend
Mm-hmm.
who you might be
Yeah.
fornicating with?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Is it something about emptiness?
I have the answer.
Okay.
Is it like wait? A frame would communicate to someone that they're
He asserts that it
look,
says
pay attention to me.
Oh, okay. That's actually pretty good too. That's insightful. Both of them are good.
Okay.
It actually says if it has a note in the frame that says we should break up, it communicates that you think you should break up.
That's good.
So,
That's
Okay. That's
good.
actually more poignant.
No,
that's
well,
right
I-
on.
You're right. That's the right answer.
Poignant or not, it's the correct
Right.
answer. So it's
Yeah.
kind of beside the.
Poignant.
Thank you, thank you. So
That's
that
good.
I mean, was there anything else in that store that you thought of?
So
Or-
one thing in that scene that fascinated me was, Jerry's telling George, you can't get jewelry.
Mm.
You have to get something that's half as good as what I get.
Right.
And so George says, I'm going to get, what do I get her? Bazooka?
Bazooka.
But here's what I'm trying to figure out. Is he talking about Bazooka Joe
Yeah,
gum?
definitely.
But I didn't hear it that way at all. I heard
Why wouldn't you say Bazooka Joe gum?
Right.
You can't just say
Well,
bazooka.
and like it doesn't come on. But how much at this point in history
He doesn't say a
is
bazooka.
bazooka? No, he doesn't. He says bazooka.
Bazooka. Okay.
Yeah,
I like ran it back and I was
Yeah.
like, what is he talking
yeah.
about?
I had the
Yeah.
subtitles on. It
Yeah,
says
yeah.
bazooka.
He says bazooka, not
I
a
put the
bazooka.
subtitles on
Yeah.
at a point in this episode too.
So, what's interesting to me is that that feels like a bad specific because it is so inexpensive.
Mm,
It's too inexpensive. It's like 10 cents.
right.
5 to 25 cents, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
That's way too cheap.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
George doesn't understand halves.
Is
he
it- no.
doesn't
No, it's like-
understand, basic
It was
fractions like this.
Just confounding to me. I did
That's-
not understand what was going on.
And equally confounding was, but to George was the fact that Elaine wanted a bench, and I actually thought that was really
I love
funny
that.
that he cannot fathom
Right.
for
Yes.
like what reason would you want a bench in your house?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
at a bus stop,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
in the park.
Yeah.
It's great
Yeah.
that he can't deal with that information, and it actually upsets him, and like Jerry has to tell him
Yeah.
to forget about it.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
just leave it alone.
Where I'm like, yeah, you need a place to sit down and take your boots off when you've been down in the creek.
yeah,
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
you've been
who's
dumping down in the
ditch. If you've been down in the ditch and you got slop and grime and
Parasites
and
and
stuff all over your
Yeah.
boots, you gotta
Bacteria.
sit down. You
Hookworms.
don't want to bring that inside.
No.
Yeah.
Something I did not get that I turned the subtitles on for was Laura's theme.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about Laura's theme, and this is a new segment we're gonna do called "Ref I Don't Get."
It's a ref I don't get, ref I don't get, ref I don't get, I don't get.
So, this is just from the episode,
Mhm.
a reference that I don't understand.
Yeah.
And it is Laura's theme.
Uh-huh.
What is it?
Do
The
you know?
audience loves this.
So
the
I-
audience goes
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, and they liked Bazooka, which was surprising to me too.
No.
But
They're basically doing the Arsenio, like, woo, 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 woo. I don't actually know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a ref I don't get.
He
Yeah,
goes,
Oh yeah. Arsenio Aruga.
That's what it does.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good awooga.
Yeah, I've worked on it.
Yeah.
Wow, you really
I've
worked on
worked
your
on my own.
So I didn't look it up, but there is
Dude, your awooga is really coming
Okay,
along.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you been working on that? Dude, how many awoogas you do in a day?
You've really toned up that awooga.
So I don't know, but I think there is an old movie called Laura, right? That is
Don't look at me. This segment is called,
there is.
Isn't there?
Yeah.
So I
Refs I don't get.
assume
Yeah,
I assume
it's
that, but
a-
I don't know any. I don't
No,
know.
I've
anything about
watched it. It's it's
Is that it's? I'm thinking because there's a Rebecca.
there's Rebecca, but
and
there
that's
is
a Daphne du Maurier with Hitchcock, but
but Laura
is-
is a different one.
okay.
And
Yeah.
that one is about a like girl gets killed, but it's like a different it's like mistaken identity sort of
Okay.
stuff. It's more of like a noir
Okay.
sort of Dashiell Hammett
Gotcha.
vibe to
Hard
it.
boiled.
I believe so.
Wait, I should have written down
Laura
what-
1944.
Okay.
One thing I will say that this caller is doing is when I speak certain ways, I can feel it. It goes,
Constrict.
it constricts and it pokes my neck more.
Yeah.
So it is making me realize how much I talk.
Good.
Yeah, it's a lot. Okay. I think Julia
So
Louis,
that's it for refs I don't get.
you're
I
the
think so.
segment master.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, thank you for joining us for refs I don't get.
Okay. Does it have an outro?
No.
Does it have an intro?
It will.
I will make one.
Okay. Julia Louis-Dreyfus should win an Emmy. She should win an Emmy now for her expression when she opens Jerry's gift.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's revealed to be cash.
Yeah.
Because that was really good.
Yeah.
Really
is
excellent
good.
work. Thanks, Julia.
One little thing that I also noticed, because you already mentioned George's buttons are
Mhm.
down.
Yeah.
Jerry's are too.
Yeah.
Jerry in this scene, he's
It's-
down to the third button.
It's
That's
the
all.
most lascivious
Why?
episode yet.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Like I was like, was that a thing in the 90s?
They're smart. They're just turning up the heat wherever they can. You know, they know that you've got, certain
Yeah.
activities and
Right.
whatnot on the brain while you're watching this episode. And so
Right.
they're just kind of gently, Kramer walks in with a golf club at one point. And that's
Was that-
enough
Yeah.
to do something for somebody, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah. Yeah. It takes all kinds.
Sure.
Um,
But actually, speaking of Kramer,
Mm.
when he comes in with the golf
Mm.
club, he then is reminded, oh, it's Elaine's birthday. I'm going to give her the bench or the gift that I bought her, which is revealed to be the
Yeah.
bench.
Yeah.
And a big question that you might have after you watch Seinfeld, a little bit of Seinfeld, would be, why would anyone want to be Kramer's friend?
yeah.
But then
Yeah.
Yes.
he gets her the bench,
Yes.
and then he writes the nice line from Yates in the Yates, which
Yates.
he totally makes a meal out of it.
It's great.
Great.
It's really good.
Just what's needed in that
Mhm.
moment.
Mhm.
And it's excellent work. And it's kind of something that in my previous viewings of this show, I just have never really considered.
Yeah.
But like, oh yeah, Kramer, he's a sweetie. He does like to help out the humans, occasionally.
Yep.
Yep.
Does.
I love it because it could easily seem like out of character.
Right.
But
Right.
but it's crazy. Kramer is an interesting character because you can do a lot with him. You can break
With
all kinds
all
of
of these
rules,
characters,
but
and especially at this point, I feel like they let themselves play with that
Mm.
to figure out kind of what these characters can and can't do. Like when we were like, Jerry wouldn't go with Elaine to
Right.
Rava's and Ray's.
right.
Like you guys were like, no, Jerry wouldn't do that. I
Right.
think that's true of Jerry over the course of the series,
Yeah.
but not yet.
Yeah.
It's not
Jerry's
clear
learning.
that Jerry
Jerry's
wouldn't
learning
do
how
that.
to be
Sure.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that.
Yeah,
So
I
I think
think
there
you're
are
right.
things like that. I think we're going to eventually get to a point where like that is exactly what Jerry would do. That is exactly what George would do. But I don't think we're there yet.
Speaking of things
But
that
we're getting there.
Jerry does
Yeah.
and doesn't maybe shouldn't do, there's so many things that people do that these characters do in this show that
Mhm.
is despicable, bad,
Sure.
the wrong thing. And there was something that happened this episode, apart from the major, issue that you've already brought up.
Yeah.
Which is Jerry eating her roommate's food.
Yeah.
That was the most. I was like, that was the most despicable thing
What?
I had seen. I was like, out of all of the things that they've done that are bad and wrong, that was the one that I was like,
Also,
I do not.
I was
like Jerry
going to bring.
Seinfeld.
I had the exact takeaway. I was like, that's a terrible thing to do.
But
and
Yeah.
and can you find something that like just knowing what we know about Jerry, like he would be an advocate against that, right? Like, wouldn't he be? That's like something he would write. Who are these people that are eating other people's food out of their fridge or
what
whatever?
you think just because you're
Yeah.
it's there unprotected.
Well, Josh,
Nobody.
you had a joke that you, I think, pitched to Jerry about this very thing, didn't you?
Yeah. Can you remind me of what it was?
I'm trying to. I think you actually told me the joke. He said, didn't you tell it to me yesterday?
No, well, I think I was just reading it out of
Yeah.
something. I don't remember. I just read it.
So you have it. So you have it somewhere written down.
No, it was
Okay.
on something
Oh,
else.
and then he showed it to me, and then I accidentally burned it.
Yeah, Josh burned it
Okay.
up. So the joke's lost.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, I think I can remember how it goes though.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
let's hear it. I'd love to hear it.
Just so I can firm up the premise. The premise was people eating stuff.
Their roommate's
Yeah.
food or their girlfriend's roommate's food.
Okay.
Jerry goes,
Or their donut
or I
friends.
said, I wrote it out. I said, Jerry goes, and then I did quotes.
Yeah.
But that's a good way in.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Jerry
Jerry goes. And it's interesting because you are pitching it to Jerry.
Right.
Don't write you.
He does
Just
think of that stand-up person like as like a
different
character.
guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Jerry goes, hey everybody, Jerry Seinfeld.
He gets on stage. Jerry Seinfeld walks on stage and says, hey everybody.
Jerry Seinfeld here. When sometimes people come over to your house and they just go look in your fridge and then they just start taking stuff out of the fridge and then they're eating it. That's not okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's
good.
But it's cool. And you do have a series of jokes where the punchline is, that's not okay.
That's not okay. It's
Right.
I thought kind of a catchphrase.
Yeah, right. That's not okay.
That's not okay.
So could you tell me another one?
Yeah,
Another joke where the
I
punchline
had
is-
some other ones.
Okay.
Sometimes you go into somebody's house, you go look in their refrigerator, and guess what? None of their food says don't eat it. That's not okay.
Right. Because then I'm gonna eat it,
Yeah.
and then I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
But I didn't know.
But I didn't know.
Yeah.
Because it's got to say don't eat it on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not okay.
That's
is-
interesting.
yeah.
That makes a lot more sense when
He passed
when
on
I go
those.
and look in your fridge.
He passed on
I
all
know.
those.
I know, and it's like,
That's crazy.
but I'd already put Jerry goes and hi everybody.
Yeah. So
You're locked in.
At a certain point in your list of jokes, you just have like a period,
Yeah.
quotation, period, and then the different joke. You know?
Yeah. Like
Because you're duplicating, you're just like, right.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jerry walks
You
on
know, Jerry
stage,
goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then, hey, everybody, and then joke.
Right, exactly.
Right. And then period at the end because we know
just-
that it's going to be,
Try.
It's not.
It's not working.
It's
Gabe's
still-
still
we
trying.
we know that the
button.
catchphrase is going to be, that's not,
Not
okay.
working.
So you can do.
Um,
Uh,
guys,
Also, notice that the dog is not.
It hasn't shown back up.
Yeah.
I was like, what's
until,
this dead air?
Until now, the existence of the dog hadn't interrupted the show at all.
Yeah. No. It was something we planned on doing something with. But we're not going to start now, guys. We're running out of time.
Absolutely.
And we've got a few things to do still. Let's get to our final thoughts here.
Yes.
I think that pretty much
For this episode.
My final thoughts would be that there was some good lessons, some good takeaways.
Yeah.
Oh,
that they should carry into the future of the show, and some things that they should leave.
Yes.
We don't need to see them learning. Skip it.
They are learning,
yeah.
which is a problem.
Yeah.
It's also so now are Jerry and Elaine going to be in a relationship for any future episodes? I don't remember that.
No.
Me no remember.
Yeah.
No.
Me no remember.
Can we back out of final thoughts really quick? Because I had a segment.
You have another segment?
A second
Quick
segment.
This is a segment I talked about.
It needs to be fast.
I know.
It needs to be fast.
But it's the quotes one. The who signed it best.
Okay, that's fine. But let's go fast.
Okay. So here's some
throw
of the
to the
quotes.
segment.
I'm just gonna okay. Hey everybody, welcome to Who Signed It Best.
Okay.
Did someone say something?
No. Someone signed something.
Was it good?
We don't know.
We must find out.
It's time for Who Signed It Best.
Here are the quotes. Move the shoes.
Yeah. Move the shoes.
That was going to be
I
my quote.
like
I
it.
loved it. I loved it.
It's funny because it's not. It has nothing to do with anything. It's just him going move the shoes.
And then he goes,
what's funny about it.
I love how
the
it's
shoes,
saying that
move the shoes,
move the shoes, move the shoes.
the shoes.
I
Is that
love that so
iambic pentameter?
Nope.
It's not.
Okay. Things occur to me from time to time.
Right.
Well, you get in the mood.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the quote that you used. Any kind of growth really irritates me.
Yeah.
I love that.
Any of that kind of growth.
No.
Okay.
I know less about women than anyone in the world.
Anyone in the world.
Yes. I think I heard her say something
goodness.
about a bench. Too gubernatorial. You think I'm your pal? And
You got a lot of in
know.
an
It's
episode that I
too
thought
much.
was basically quote free.
Oh wow.
I know, but because I'm just writing them down. This I should
Right.
curate it.
Oh,
I should really
that's
curate
the
it.
secret.
You get a lot of quotes if you just write down
What's
everything.
crazy is
everything they say in the episode.
You
You just write it down.
you watch one of these episodes of Seinfeld, they're talking practically the whole time.
And if you just start writing, turns
You're
out
gonna end up with a ton of quotes.
basically have a whole
man.
script.
A whole script. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh. What's
Um,
this?
I said and more.
Yeah.
And more.
And more.
Yes.
That's
Those are one quote,
Yeah.
really.
And I said, and I thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
Jerry has a couple. So I thought Jerry's suggestive look at Elaine, I thought that was well executed.
Yeah. He does good.
Yeah.
He does good.
Yep. I thought it was good.
After Elaine reads his card, it's so funny.
And then I also thought, no, I mean when they're on the
Early
couch.
on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Early in the episode.
And I thought when he goes and more, I thought that's a really good performance.
Yep.
Good job, Jerry.
Okay, so those quotes, which is your favorite? I got to go with Move the Shoes.
I think it's Move the Shoes for me.
Move the Shoes.
I didn't
is
like
funny.
that one. I liked
But it is about performance. It's not about the line.
It's tricky.
And I like
because Move the Shoes isn't really a thing.
No.
But I like that. It's such a weird line.
here's
like he's just
here's actually a dark horse because you didn't write it down. But when George and Jerry are talking about after the birthday debacle, and George says, "I warned you about those birthdays.
Yeah,
they're relationship killers."
Yeah.
And I like how he's saying it like Jerry has control over whether the person he's dating has a birthday. Like, don't date anyone with a birthday.
Yeah.
Right.
I warned you about those birthdays.
Yeah.
Those pesky birthdays.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite quote.
Okay.
I like to break
agree. It's
rules
great.
and
Who signed it
So,
best?
yep.
Thanks for joining us for Who Signed It Best.
And so ultimately we have decided that,
doesn't work.
That doesn't work. We're trying to shock Caleb. It will not work. We are skipping this episode. That's our
Skip it.
That's our
Our final
word
thought.
Our
to
guarantee.
the viewer
I had one
and
thing.
listener. Mhm.
Just freeze frame on a closed door at the end of this.
Oh,
Why?
All right.
That's crazy.
that is crazy.
Freeze
First
frame
time, I
on a
think.
door frame.
Well, maybe they were just trying to set a record. Okay, guys, let's get to our song. My song here for the end of the segment here, the synopsis, really kind of it came from a different place for me.
Oh, interesting.
And so I think I'll just play it for you.
Yeah. That's how I would like to listen.
That's how we should do this.
People often think they believe it's a fact. They can separate love from the generative act. But sleeping together, that's the term, because the bed's the usual context for what every couple does. And that generally happens under a roof in a house. This and that occurs between a man and his spouse. Humans, we know we're fools. So what are the odds that Jerry and Elaine's rules will be better than God's? Stop fornicating. Stop frigging fornicating. Fornicating. Stop frigging fornicating. Fornicating. Stop frigging fornicating.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like that. Just
that's
the
good.
just those electric keys in your voice.
Yeah,
And
man.
you mean it?
Was
it
there
came-
was there anyone else singing on that?
No, it's just
No?
no. I just me,
just you
just me.
You're the only
in
guy
your
you could
studio?
Yeah, I'm the only one I have any pull with.
So you said it came from a
I'm the
different
only guy.
place.
Mm-hmm.
Where? Where did it come from?
Well, I was on that side of the table.
Oh, okay.
Oh, usually
Yeah.
you're so
Usually I'm over here. When I
Okay.
was over there.
You were working over there.
So,
Just mixing it up.
Yeah. No, that's
Well, it's
cool.
good. I liked it. You
Good.
should try it. You should try it more often.
Okay,
It's fun.
okay.
Yeah.
all right, guys, that's it for the synopsis. It's time for our last segment. The mail never stops.
Jerry. The mail never stops, Jerry.
Jick Tarwell from Baxter, Kentucky writes, I love to thank you for giving the name of the website, doing the whole name. I threw my phone at a snapping turtle and so can't click links at all, not anymore. Next time, please spell each word. There's a music group here in Bastard called The Buggies, and they are Amish, playing traditional Amish music.
I would love to hear that.
Yeah.
I would love to hear that.
Traditional Amish
Oh,
music.
okay, so that's from Jick. Okay, Jick, I like that
Yeah,
one.
thanks, Jick.
I'm
Please
coming around
spell-
on you, Jick.
Yeah.
Is that in reference to the URL for the Kith
Because
photo
you
think
didn't
shoot?
so.
spell out every word.
He-
You
he's
said
saying-
Seinfeld.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
So
didn't
what he
spell out Seinfeld.
Right.
what he's saying is we should avoid URLs,
Well-
reading out URLs on the podcast in the future.
No, he's saying we need to do it. Thank you for doing
Yeah,
it.
but spell out every word.
spell
in the
out every
URL.
word.
I know, but I'm saying that note to me,
Yeah.
I'm taking that note as don't
Oh,
read
you don't want to help
URLs.
Jick?
Not really.
He's our best listener. He's
Well,
our
I don't
only.
think I can say that.
He's written to us every week, as far as
How
I'm
can
aware.
you
Best
pick
listener,
from at
Josh?
least 11
Okay,
listeners?
I
How
have
can
another
you
person.
pick? How can I pick?
I have another
fair.
person.
Okay.
Another listener. It's Wet Lime CEO.
Oh,
Commented on the heart attack episode last week. Sorry.
Yeah, can you get up on that mic?
So this is the comment. You can show dogs on camera because they ain't got no souls. Therefore, I have to assume your dog has a soul, which leads me to ask, why does your dog have a soul?
Oh.
Have you been conducting strange alchemical experiments off camera? Let me know. Thanks. And then he has his attempt at initial thoughts. Too.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Do you want to respond to that, or do you want to?
Yeah, well, ultimately, the way that we typically judge whether or not we can trust the people that we know is if we can see the whites of their eyes. Many dogs don't really have a visible sclera. My dog does. So you figure it out.
Okay.
So we can trust her?
I'm not saying we can trust her, but we know whether or not where her eye position is.
Eyes are looking.
There's more going on.
Yes.
Yeah. So
than other.
I think that's how you judge like soul. It's like real communication.
Your dog does have a
okay.
soul,
Because-
therefore cannot but
Interesting.
cannot consent
Visible sclera. So
to
See,
to being shown.
right.
I thought the thing was that you weren't really worried about your dog having a soul, but your dog's got a lawyer, so you're not taking any
that's huge.
chances.
That's
And, you know, my
Yeah,
question
That's
is
huge. That's definitely
my-
order of priorities.
my
That's-
thing is,
that-
hey, that lawyer definitely doesn't have a soul.
Yeah, exactly,
Oh, yeah,
dude. That's
lawyers.
exactly right.
Okay. This is his attempt at first thoughts. Or initial thoughts.
Did you say first thoughts?
He
or
said
no?
initial thoughts.
Okay, okay.
He says initial thoughts.
Okay.
Better than me.
Because I was just going to
Okay.
catch
Yeah.
him out right there.
Okay. Watch, sleeps, writes, sneaks, cuts, sickens, flirts, scams, fights. To me, these are not thoughts. This is a synopsis.
Yeah,
This is just a description of the episode.
exactly.
This is where my issues go,
Interesting.
where I go, I was trying not to do that, which
Yes.
is why I could not do it.
Right.
because I was
trying not to accomplish the task.
Yeah.
No, I was trying not to make a
Right.
synopsis,
Yeah.
which would have just been a description, a series of actions.
Right.
But to have a thought,
Yes.
you have to have a noun.
Yeah.
I can't direct you to this is my thought on something that happened in the episode
Mm-hmm.
without, because I was thinking about it. It's what's difficult about this is that it's just actions happened between things.
Yeah.
And if you're just, you could run down on a series of actions,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't have thoughts.
Yeah.
You can't describe, you can't point out, this is what I'm thinking about something that happened over here
Mm-hmm.
without
Without
subjects,
yeah,
nouns.
when you limit
Direct
what are there
objects.
7
Yeah.
parts of language? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I think maybe there are 7 parts of language. When you use one,
Yeah.
there's a lot of other parts of language left over.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
It's not even just
Yeah.
about color.
Yeah.
Okay. But whatever. That's fine. Good try.
Okay.
That's
All right.
pretty condescending.
Okay. Do I bring outside food? Hell yeah. Wet Lime CEO is unrestrained by social mores. What outside food? Do you even need to ask? Hashtag Wet Lime Gang.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Bring in some soaking wet limes.
Soaking
in.
wet limes
Yeah.
because you
Juicy.
can't be too careful.
No.
Gotta have the wettest limes.
Wettest
No,
limes.
dry
baby.
limes.
Yeah.
I'm
Dry
not
limes go
interested.
to hell.
Well, I'm not going to condemn
Yeah.
them like that. But
No? Okay.
No.
Okay.
No,
Sorry.
don't go to hell.
Well, dry limes don't go to hell.
No.
go to
Go
the
to
swimming
Walmart.
pool.
Go to Walmart and do
go to
some
swimming
donuts.
pool, go to a spa,
Yeah.
hydrate.
Go to-
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Don't. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Don't go to hell. Go to a swimming pool.
yeah.
Okay. He
Saltwater
says-
swimming pool.
Yeah.
Not
Mm.
chlorinated.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. There's one last
Okay.
part of his
Okay.
comment.
Okay, that's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
No, we're fine.
P.S. Due to unforeseen circumstances, I have been ousted by the Wet Lime Gang board.
Okay.
I am now back in the mail room. Wet Lime Gang mail boy.
Wow.
That is horrible news. Hey, our thoughts and prayers are with you,
Yeah.
Yes.
Wet Lime Gang mail boy.
yeah.
That's not where we want you.
We
No,
yeah.
but I want to say this to you. You worked your way up the ladder once, you can do it again.
And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say we hold a little sway with the board over at Wet Lime Gang.
Yeah.
You know, we have some influence there, so we might
A little
see
bit.
what
My
you know.
dog's lawyer
Right.
is on the board.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
jeez.
some conflicts of interest and some challenges that we might have to overcome, but we'll do what we can to to get you upwardly mobile again.
Yeah.
Wet
Yeah.
Lime Gang.
It matters to
Oh,
us.
boy.
We want to see you succeed.
Yeah.
I'm really
Oh, and just stay juicy. I mean,
Yeah.
that's honestly,
Stay
if you
juicy.
stay juicy,
Mhm.
that will probably propel you
Yep.
to where you need to be. So,
Hashtag Wet Lime Gang. Hashtag Stay,
stay
juicy.
juicy.
yeah, absolutely.
I just want to apologize to Josh's dog's lawyer for saying he doesn't have a soul.
Right.
Yeah, it's not going to help.
Yeah. I think that's libel.
And it's,
Or is it slander if it's spoken?
I guess, yeah, maybe.
I wrote it
it's-
down too.
Okay, well then you got
Yeah.
a double charge coming your way,
I'm
dude.
sorry.
And
Yeah.
it would be good if we could edit it out, but I'm not sure we're
I
going to be
don't think
able
so.
to do it.
Let me think. I'm counting up all the clicks.
Yeah.
I think we're all out.
We're out
actually.
of clicks to
Yeah,
do
out
that.
of clicks for that.
So that's a bummer. We do have one more little tidbit here that I would love to play for you guys.
Wow, I'm really excited.
This
oh my
is
gosh.
another
I
voicemail.
can't hardly wait.
We're gonna-
Sorry, I said that in a condescending way, but
It's another
actually
voicemail.
Yeah, me too.
So here we go.
Hello, Josh and Caleb and Gabe. I'm your biggest fan from beyond the grave. I felt it would be important to call you and leave you a spooky message. Because last week on your podcast, which I love so much, you mentioned George might have been a spirit haunting Monk's restaurant. It is true that he could have been, but it was not his time. However, I'm here to tell you I am a ghost, a spirit from a podcast where me and my two companions committed suicide, and currently there are two detectives doing a podcast on our podcast. It was a podcast of no consequence. But I'm just here to let you know that I love what you're doing. And you must continue doing it, especially the songs, Josh. Especially the songs. But Caleb and Gabe, please don't stop what you're doing either. Continue to encourage one another in what you're doing. It'll keep you alive. Thank you very much for your time. Goodbye from the other side.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
that
was
that-
spooky as hell.
Yeah.
that was surprising because at first I was very afraid.
Hmm.
He came out of the gate,
Yeah.
incredibly spooky.
With just spooky
Yeah.
stuff.
It was basically just all scary and actually completely terrifying and nightmares.
I don't
But-
know where it changed at all.
You were scared
What?
the whole time.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it became a really encouraging. Like I actually feel better about the show than I felt.
Made me
The-
spooky
yeah.
and sad.
It made you sad.
Yep.
Why
I-
did it make you sad?
I found it encouraging.
Well, because he pointed out, he said, "Thank you for the songs, Josh." Then he said, "Like, oh, and thank you guys for doing whatever. What are you?
well,
What are
Oh,
you guys
okay.
doing?"
so now he's responsible for your insecurities. I don't see how that's fair.
I'm just saying how it made me feel. It made me
Okay.
sad.
Okay.
Right.
It
Okay.
made me spooky and sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. If you're a ghost and you leave a voicemail,
Yeah.
please in the future try to spread the praise around.
Well, and just
I
be
don't-
a little
specific.
more.
I don't know what else he could have done.
Be specific.
What
Yeah.
does? I don't know what else he could have done to encourage us more. That was very encouraging, and I'm a huge fan of his.
All right, dude. Hey,
Yeah.
man, you're doing great at your job. Just keep doing whatever it is you do.
That's fine. That's all I need
Oh, okay.
because I know what I do.
Yeah.
You know.
That is
yeah.
okay.
That's
That's a good
the way
point.
I feel too. I know what
Yeah.
I do. Guys, that's all we've got. That's the end of the show. Thanks a lot for listening. Thanks for watching. Across the board, you can find us on various platforms as Everybody Loves Seinfeld. That's 1S. Subscribe, follow, comment. You know what to do.
Yeah, rate us on the if
Yeah.
you can rate our podcast on
that.
Spotify or iTunes and leave a review.
Yeah.
Good review, not a bad review. I did want to mention really quick.
And as Gabe has pointed out before, I just wanted to beat him to it that that there is no iTunes.
That's true.
It's just a podcast.
Sorry,
Let's
not
be
iTunes.
real.
It's just Apple Podcasts. I wanted to read. Someone said that the pod is God.
Very kind.
Very kind.
I don't
but
agree.
I don't
Yeah, it's
want
not
to be
actually true.
blasphemous. So
Right.
don't.
That's idolatry.
Whoever wrote that, can you please change it to
A 1-star review and
no?
delete
Don't
the
do
re-
1
yeah.
star.
No, please do.
Keep it as 5
I
stars,
insist.
but just don't say God.
I need
It
you.
is lowercase g, so that's
The podcast is a god,
like he doesn't say a God,
but
it's
maybe he could change it to that.
Yes.
Okay, you could try it. The podcast is a lesser
just-
deity.
Yeah.
Or just like
So.
Zeus or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
The pod is Zeus.
The pod is raw, man.
yeah, the
Yeah.
pod is raw.
Absolutely.
Oh, but
Yeah.
someone did say something mean too,
Oh, yeah.
which we should look at.
They said that we don't understand the show.
The show is good, but we don't understand it.
So,
Yeah. Well, that's kind
but I
of,
was-
they think it's good.
but they left
Yeah.
1 star,
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think it's that good.
which is what I'm looking for.
Hold on, they're just rating our understanding of the show.
I don't
Which
understand.
I think 1 star is correct. for that.
yeah. Actually, you're right.
Yeah.
Goldor. Great show, but they don't seem to get the show.
Oh, we don't understand Seinfeld.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
Right,
understand what
which
you
I
mean by
think-
the show.
They might be right.
Well, I definitely, frequently disagree with the show as
Sure.
as I did
This week, we definitely proved that.
And
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Sorry.
And
Yeah, the only other thing I wanted to say was please subscribe to the Substack. If you're a listener, go to the Substack. We started making posts there.
Yeah,
You'll
there's-
find actual content where Gabe made an apology about something that happened
it
in
was
a
a big
previous
mistake.
podcast. And I've got I think we mentioned in this last week's episode, another song that should already be up there.
It's there.
Yeah.
Yes. And Josh libels me in one of the posts too.
Yes. Which one did I say?
You said I made a mistake about David Byrne.
Oh yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Check it out.
Yep. It's all good stuff. We're always looking for advertisers, so send us an email about advertising.
Yeah.
Bye, Jerry.
Goodbye, Jerry.
Bye, Jerry.